So with the Podesta Group now the target of the Russia probe, what does this mean for the future of established democratic institutions? Conservative commentator Steve Malzberg joins me to discuss. Steve, who is Tony Podesta?
Well, as was stated, he is the brother of John Podesta. Now, you can't get much more of a Democrat who's connected than John Podesta. John Podesta was the chairman of Hillary Clinton's presidential campaign. John Podesta is one of the biggest Democrat operatives in the country. So when Tony Podesta's name and the Podesta Group, which, by the way, they say John Podesta is not currently affiliated with, when the Podesta name and John Podesta's brother get implicated like this, and that we find out that they're allegedly, he allegedly is under a criminal type investigation by Mueller, your ears have to perk up.
So what is Special Prosecutor Robert, what is he looking at exactly?
Well, let me first just say this. This is how insane the whole thing is. This is an investigation, really, that they came to Podesta's group by looking at Manafort, the former campaign chair for Trump. And they're after Manafort. They came into his home. They took all his computers. They're really after him. But this is about a business dealing that took place in between 2012 and 2014. This has absolutely nothing to do with Donald Trump. It has absolutely nothing to do with Trump and collusion. I want to make that clear. Having said that, technicality, as was so aptly described by the report that came on before me, where the Podesta Group should have filed some papers registering as a foreign agent for the work they were doing on behalf of a group that was affiliated with a Russian-backed political party in Ukraine, the goal being to give them good public relations so Ukraine could become a member of the European Union eventually. So did the Podesta Group register as they were supposed to, or did they not? That's what really this is all about. But again, it has nothing to do with Donald Trump or any kind of collusion. And, you know, I just think the Democrats better watch out, because the more rocks that get unturned, we might find more Democrats implicated.
So, Stephen, saying all that, what does it have to do with the case that's being investigated by 3 different committees on the Hill?
Well, I don't see that it has anything to do with it, to be honest with you. I just think that the Podesta Group here was found out because of the investigation into Manafort, and they're after Manafort because they think he might have something on Trump and he'll turn if they have enough on him. The whole thing is ridiculous. And by the way, this Russian investigation, Byron York of the Washington Examiner had a great piece out the other day where he talked about the way the committee chairman and the ranking members who are Democrats are now talking about this. They're not even saying Russian collusion. They're not even, they're saying, attempts by Russia to do this. They're not saying Donald Trump anymore is implicated. As a matter of fact, far from it. Dianne Feinstein, once again, over the weekend, big Democrat, said, so far there's no evidence of collusion. They're backing away. In fact, the chairman of the House Intelligence Committee said over the weekend, there's more evidence right now of Democrat collusion with Russia than there is of Trump and the Republicans.
Steve, we're a little short on time. We have a little under a minute left. Where's all of this going?
Well, I'll tell you what, the Senate Judiciary Committee, for one, is taking up the question of possible misdoings. And what did the FBI know? Supposedly, the FBI knew of bribery and all kinds of attempts by Russia when it came to the Uranium One deal under Secretary of State Hillary Clinton. Paid speeches by Bill Clinton trying to meet with people who were going to be instrumental in buying Uranium One. Judiciary Committee is going to do it. Now the Justice Department needs to do this. Democrats, be careful what you wished for, because it's going to come back to bite you.
Thanks so much, Steve. That's conservative commentator Steve Malzberg. Thanks again.
Thank you.